Alright, welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. Let's get back to just another game, Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, where we have investigated most of the places that we should. The only other place I can think of that we need to go is the second floor dorms. So why don't we go ahead and just have a nice little walk all the way back down to the first floor and back to the dormitory. We're going to take the long way because I insist on it. Just in case we run into anything we want to do on the way. Go down. So, I want to say she grabbed a corpse from the biolab, but that's a lot of work to disguise a body. I mean, in that case, like, you have to think, like... I guess you have to think back to all the people that we've seen killed. And have you seen anybody with them measurements, yo? Them tasty hourglass measurements. I think it's funny that they call them the vitals. Alright, all the way back down to the first floor. And I want to say, like, once we do what's happening on the second floor, our investigation is done. I don't think we're gonna have to backtrack anywhere with new information. I hope not. Obviously, we're not going back to the data center, but I hope they don't make us search for the body. I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm pretty sure the body is gone for a reason. Alright. Probably exactly so we can't see the measurements. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. I have to disturb Kyoko. Wow, this place looks like shit. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up in here or something. Turns out that... That's an interesting theory. Oh shit, the file said she had no wounds or scars. She fucking grabbed Junko's body. I kind of hope that all the walls below us are load bearing, because this place looks like hell. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even a bed anymore, it's just garbage. I got a coin! There is garbage in the garbage. I could go to the bathroom. Is this a boys' room or a girls' room? Opened the door just a crack, glanced inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Barney rubble. Alright, we're done here then. Let's go to the bathrooms? Mom! Bathroom! Bathroom! I can't do a Cartman, like, at all. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. You wuss. Oh, there's fish stickers on the mirror. Is there anything to look at? There's literally nothing in here to look at. This is a nice bathroom. Alright, what is that room? Why is there a giraffe-shaped penis being painted on the door? What the shit? This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. I wonder if I can open this. Nope. Locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. This must be how you get the locker open. Makoto, you're a genius. After all, that's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. What?! There are lockers? And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. Oh, the locker rooms. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and I ran it across the card reader. And then... no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Yes, that is what that would mean. I like how these lockers are bolted shut. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. Wonder if I can open this one. Nope, locked. There's a card reader. Blah, blah, blah. Have to use your handbook. What does that mean? Give it a try. Did it. And then, no. What about this one? I'm gonna try every locker. What? Chris has entered Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Since when does Chris play Call of Duty? Wonder if we can open this locker. Blah, blah, blah. Locked. Read it. Handbook. Go. Can I open it? No. What about this one? No luck. Okay. Can we open any of these? There are a lot of lockers that are like broken. I'm not even gonna bother trying. What if we can open it? Blah blah blah. Locked. Card reader. Open, please. Open it. Please. Not us. Alright, I think this is the last one we're gonna be able to try. Jesus Christ, we have to go through this every time. Nope. Alright. So we can't do anything in here. Hell, since when does Chris play shooters? To be perfectly honest. This is a nice place. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere. This is where they shoot porn.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. A regret? There's something odd about this wall. It is the worst secret wall ever. There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? Kodo, you're so goddamn stupid.
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. That is... That's weird. Sorry, heard something go in the background there. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall, with air conditioning. Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? Legends of the Hidden Temple. I think I might know how to open it. Alright. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Either the right password, or enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this... Let me guess, that's your regret.
Correct.
Yeah, which is the regret I mentioned, okay. So I don't have to go through that conversation. Yeah, let's look at the PC then. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Jagger, you okay? I can't tell if you're just kicking something or if you're about to puke. Buddy? Are you just coughing? You okay, buddy? Sweet boy. Alright. Your fur's all messed up. Someone's been outside. Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the Ultimate Despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair.
However,
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The Ultimate Despair isn't one individual but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best you could do as far as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. You're stupid, but, you know. The Ultimate Despair has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait. Kyoko like her man, stupid. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Mikoto, don't be. I already know your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. And then I realized. Kyoko, how do you spell your name? Kyoko, what's your name again? How do I spell that? Can I see your handbook? Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in, wrong. Beep. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
why?
Kyoko, are you about to go insane? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? A birthday present! Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not have even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Alright, screw that present. I want to look at this. I better check out that suspicious present. It's a bomb! There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. It's a bomb. Should we open it? I'm kind of getting a bad vibe from it. It's a bomb. We could have done something without his hand being held. There you go. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? It's a severed head? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. Stalling for time! I stole a hesitant glance inside and... We're gonna call it a stream here. See you next time. It was a severed head. Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh my god, it was a severed head. Shit. Well, it was remains. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to see and find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? And can you guys think back to when we saw human bones? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. That's the worst Jack in the Box ever. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. These bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? Trying to remember when we saw those. It was the very first thing you ever saw in this game. It was the opening cutscene. It was the man in the rocket ship. That's why there was a rocket in the garbage dump. That was the headmaster being executed. How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the file, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began were those 16 students. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume,
in other words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. It was going to be like Schrodinger's box. We determined the outcome by observing it. If we wanted it to be alive hard enough, he would have been alive, just really cramped. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father see her father so she could cut off all ties? But that was that all there was to it? Gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. Knowing it's someone a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Bones has been added. Alright, can I look at this now? Huh? This picture. Aww, Babby! Babby Kyoko. Small Kyoko. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. You never looked at this fucking picture? Oh, I guess you didn't come in here, right?
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet, to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Aw, Kyoko, he wasn't that bad. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright, what's over here? The Headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the investigation, or in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. Aw, Jagger's curled up in bed. You giving up? You taking a nap? I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But, Kyoko? I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? I'm trying to remember if more of Kyoko's background comes out during this game or not before I say anything.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? No. A favor? Now? Damn it.
Hey.
Alright, fine. Favor me. A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko? Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture alone doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. When a woman tells you to give her space, you give her some goddamn space. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. We are repeating things, for no reason. Blah blah blah, okay. So that same person may very well be the mastermind to plan all this out, and according to the files, the man is late 30s, we solved this a while ago, thank you. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... We don't know. Okay, yes. It began with 16 people. It's still 16 people. 15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Mikuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mikuro. Even she's undeniably dead. She got exploded. So the ones still left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Waifu the second. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be! I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Alright, let's leave the area. I think we should go to the locker rooms. Now we can probably open at least one of these. Let's start all the way over here. After all, it's pretty similar to the card. Yes, thank you. Does that mean? Well, let's just give this a try. I took out my handbook and went across. Bzz, no luck. Wait, but what about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... beep. Alright, just what's open for. Now let's look for some goodies. The locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? It can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker, it's just not possible. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of uneasiness I may have had evaporated. Or easiness. Yasuhiro Hagakure. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean... he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Locker notebook has been added. Alright, let's open up another one. Let's crack them all. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay, nothing in that one. This thing is practically empty. Except for this. It's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside, it could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope Speak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with this plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster, and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Locker pocketbook has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Also, I did not fast forward through that scene. It did that automatically. In case you didn't read it, it says, Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone! And I have to keep looking in the lockers. Nope, don't see anything that could be a clue. Nope, no clues there, and... no clues there. Okay. I was kind of wondering if we were going to find Makoto's locker. Can we open up any of these? No. Yeah, that seems to be it. Alright. Let's go talk to Kyoko. Or not.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that... we said to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, Hiro. Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? So surprised. Oh, no reason? You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go! Hiro, wait! There's no point trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Whoa! Almost anything could probably make Hiro freak out like that, but we're gonna have to call it a YouTube episode here. You guys are gonna have to wait till tomorrow to see what Monokuma wants to say. So I will see you then. Thank you for coming and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you guys leave me likes, comments, and subscribe if you want to see more. Alright, Twitch, we will continue on in just a moment.